Move to approve.
Move to refer to Tulsa County Departments and Procurement for review and recommendations.
Was that second?
Second.
What we meant?
That's second.
Keith?
Second.
Second.
Keith?
Yes.
Khalid?
Yes.
Sorry. Sorry.
I was
Okay.
confused.
I was very confused, clearly. I've got a math one, so I'll blame that, yes.
We're.
Amendments.
Meet
Oh,
the pressure
Lord
off.
have mercy.
3C2 amendments for approval, both of those will take once. Number 4 to the award for deodorizing agents and cleaners to multiple vendors. And number 1 to the bid award for trash services, American Waste Control, change address for trash services, Poverty District 3.
Move to approve.
Second,
Keith?
yes.
Khalid?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes. 3D, there are 6 change orders for approval. 3 to Board of County Commissioners. Number 1, to the agreement with Magnum Construction Inc., for Tulsa County Courthouse modifications to replace additional flooring in room 713, not in original scope of work. Number 14, the agreement with Platinum Mechanical LLC, Tulsa County HQ Administration Building, the variable frequency drive and exhaust fan. Number 21 is the agreement with Allen Commercial Services LLC, Tulsa County Headquarters Administration Building, for drywall finish work at the north entry wall. Take those.
Move to approve,
Second.
Keith?
yes.
Khalid?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes. Number D and E, number 40 and 41 are the agreements with AC Owned Construction LLC for construction of Tulsa County maintenance facility districts 1 and 3. Right, 328 calendar days, the date of substantial completion for District 1, and 373 calendar days, the date of substantial completion for District 3. And finally, building ops to the agreement for Maker air conditioning for Tulsa County Annex Building cooling tower replacement.
Move to approve.
Second,
Keith?
yes.
Khalid?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes. The left cooling tower take care of electrical fire and run.
No.
When do we get to sell that road?
Gotta get out of it first. Then on number 4, action on gas and history of courses a week are all up.
Approval,
Second.
Keith?
yes.
Khalid?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes, action items 4B, resolution of distribution of funds, cash budget estimates and needs from November 12th, December 16th.
Move to approve.
Second,
Keith?
yes.
Khalid?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes. Memorandum 4C, memorandum of understanding for the court clerk to create a salary office for the court clerk to provide civil filings on 123 North Main Street in Broken Arrow.
Move to approve, and I just want to point out, this is really an innovative step by the court clerk to do this. They're doing it in cooperation with the city of Broken Arrow, and they will add passports in about a month, and we're gonna see how it goes, but Broken Arrow's given them the space. They hope to have eventually full services there, so it's our biggest community outside of Tulsa. Yeah, I just think this is a great idea to see how it works.
Certainly.
Move approval,
Second.
Keith?
yes.
Khalid?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes. 4D, there are 4 requests for approval of Board of County Commissioners for authorization for district attorney to send correspondence. Yeah, for Tulsa County Election Board, to Formac Inc., to purchase equipment described in Formac's quote. Building ops, set parking rate for motorcycle. Motorcycle parking, HD parking garage at $10 a month. INCOG action 1, designate the county's chief executive officer, chairperson, certifying officer under the National Environmental Policy Act of 1969. Assume overall responsibility of the environmental review process, including signing required certifications. And action number 2, make a finding no significant effect on the environment. Following project Sand Springs, 2020 North Lincoln Avenue water line replacement phase. 2, finally, Sheriff or Deputy Will Ramsey retain peace officer status, and get him peace officer retired.
Move to approve.
Yes, and with gratitude to Deputy Ramsey. Second,
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4E, resolution of engineers authorizing installation of additional traffic control light facility intersection 86 north, North Garrett Road.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4F, agreement with successor to City of Dean to reserve community room, community outreach.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4F2, Board of County Commissioners involved. Allied Engineering Group LLC, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and fire suppression system consulting services for the renovation of Ray George Administration Building. City of Bixby for the right of entry agreement to allow access necessary for the parking lot tie-in with the municipal project referred to as streetscape improvements. Skytree for allocation of FY 2020 CDBG Urban County Fund, amount of $127,056.50. Water line rehabilitation South Russell East Elm. INCOG for retransportation project 2019 funding, amount of $60,000 for industrial park road improvements. E is Center Housing Solutions for third renewal and extension of lease agreement with the former Tulsa County Juvenile Detention Center. Finally, for West Town Spirit allocation of FY 2020 CDBG Urban County Fund, amount $29,244.50 from FY 2017, and $22,865.50 from FY 2020. Sanitary and sewer line improvement replacements.
Move to approve.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4F3, Court Services BI Incorporated, Administration of Electronic Monitoring Services. Engineers of Washington County Water District 3, revised utility relocation agreement, improvements to North 127th Avenue, Fourth Canyon Creek. Need to strike, Pacific 3 and 4 through those.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. Need to strike for F5 of waiting DA's approval on issue.
Move to strike.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4F6, Juvenile Bureau of Indian Sanity and Security USA LLC for maintenance and support of live scan and one friend located at 500 West Parker Avenue. Parks Arena Serve LLC or food service manager at Fort Grill South Sheriff Worker Disasters Inc. for service and maintenance of one OT-50 Digester located here in North Denver. Motion goes.
Move to approve.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4F9, we need a motion to strike. Treasurer Xerox Corporation for equipment location waiting for DA's approval.
Move to strike.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4G and short resolutions for engineers, highways.
Move approval.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4H, sole source designation request, county clerk, Midwest printing for bureau replacement binders.
Move to approve.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4I, utility permits for approval, local natural gas company across East 161st Street South.
Approval.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4J, travel train request for approval from the Board of County Commissioners, to travel to Cody Winter Conference. Building ops for employee attendance to mechanical continuing education.
Move to approve.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4K, personal actions for approval, for administrative services, election board, highways, and parks.
Approval.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4L, personal actions to accept and file.
Move to accept and file.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4M, Sioux County Health Department, personal actions to accept and file.
Move to accept and file.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4N, claims to be disallowed, there is one claim to be disallowed for $375 to Florida Department of Revenue.
Move to approve.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Shalí.
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. 4O, claims payment bills, we paid December 7th through 11.
Move approval.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Salee,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes, 4P, blank purchase order, emergency purchase order submitted from December 14th, 18th.
Move to approve.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Salee,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes, 4Q. COVID-19 virus discussion, now, we had Bill back here.
Joe sent me his, report this morning. And he's saying he's still in isolation, he feels great, he's ready to come back to work, but he's gotta get a negative test. Total cases, 43,673, that's up, from 39,625. Active cases, 5,587, up from 5,424. Deaths are 350, up from 312. 7-day rolling average of cases is 578.3, up from 464. In the hospitals, 390 down from 396. In ICU, 85 down from 99. Available ICU beds are 7, up from 5, and available ventilators, 131, up from 117. So when he gets back, he'll have more information about vaccinations and how they'll be moved.
Thank you. Discuss possible action regarding COVID-19 CARES funding, reports, request reports, CARES fund agreement. These are the recommendations the committee is making to BOCC approval today, which is the last day we get approved. Version of the CARES fund. This year. Tulsa County reimbursement of county employees' payroll expenses for duties substantially dedicated to mitigation response to COVID-19 public health emergency, up to 18 million. Tulsa City County Health Department for labs, temporary staffing, $185,227.75. The call bill, reimbursement of HVAC system, $15,804.12. College for COVID public education information, $12,400. Tulsa Regional Tourism, Tulsa Region Justice, the original through CNF, $32,000. TCPFA, $51,781.50 for allowing the health department to use their space for vaccination. Tulsa reset applications, payroll protection loans, 38 applicants, $1,476,590, about 309,000 each. 9 nonprofit applications for food and healthcare, 1.741 million. Ratification of 3 nonprofits previously approved meeting county corrections, which is on the agenda on the back. Last 300 vice payers.
Mr. Chairman, before you all take action,
Yeah.
I think Mr. Simonson provided this. If you all don't mind amending this item to
Okay.
add this, it'll help us with our.
Yeah. This.
Yes. Yes, you want to tell them what it is?
Yes, it's Tulsa County Public Facilities provide ex-post work facilities to Tulsa City County Health Department for the deployment of COVID-19 vaccine with December 2020, and order number 2973 dated December 19th. I emailed both chief deputies this weekend, make sure it's okay with them, and it's again.
Okay, so move to approve all the CARES funding with the addition of the TCPFA funding to cover some of the expenses with the health department and taxing.
That might be the.
Yeah, actually, if you
Say it
move
again.
to amend it first,
Okay,
and then we'll take the whole thing.
all right. I make a motion to amend this agenda item to add the TCPFA funding for vaccination.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Salee,
Yes.
Peters.
Yes.
Now, now can we do a motion for the whole thing?
Yeah. Motion to you committee recommendation.
Yes. So moved.
Second.
Keith,
Yes.
Salee,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes. So just before we leave this and go to the announcements, I have announced my own. Kind of impressive, actually. We started this process 33 weeks ago, CARES fund process. started May 11th and ended today. And we'll have dispersed all of our money. Possible Congress going to authorize extension of this carry process for those who weren't efficient, couldn't spend their money in time. We really want to get it out to people here. It's actually good. Small example of what we've accomplished in 33 weeks, Commissioners. Small business and forgivable loans, we've given small business $45 million for the help. Good Friday, to see that later. Nonprofits, 12.3 million. Child care opportunities, 1.4 million. Emergency management, 3.4 million for PPE supplies. And we have enough supplies now to last through June of next year. Election protection, almost $1 million plus cost of PPE supplies. Fusion security, nonprofit food distributors, $5 million. Eviction relief, $5.6 million. Public health support, $3.9 million. Support for cities in our county, $2.3 million. Economic jobs development, $2.4 million for hospitality industry, economic development. Public safety, $3.6 million. County facilities and services, public health safety improvements to county facilities, including remote working capabilities of UC Industrial Square, almost $13 million. Utility relief, 3.5 and thousands, gets up to the electric utility gas. That pretty much exhausted all of our.
Great job.
One thing, Terry, you was the cog in the wheel, kept the thing in motion. As two deputies can test you for minimum services, well organized bridge materials. I don't think this. Well, I don't think anybody else has probably accomplished this much. That's why they're asking for the money to be carried over next year. And also, our attempt to do that as fast as we can, which we did. I think that's the last thing we'll time we go and carry. Thank you all, deputies, Terry. That announcement.
I'm gonna kick off first, just because
Okay.
it's relevant to what you were talking about. So, the headline in today's paper is about the utility bill. There's a nice quote from Terry in here as well, but, about how the CARES funding is, that we're able to get this funding out and begin to help people who, have to choose between, can I turn the power on or do I buy groceries? So, anyway, nice story in today's paper. And then there's stuff out at Expo. I can come back to that. You guys.
Scott, no favor of inspection. Treasurer, Polly.
Just want to let you know that collections, we've collected 55.7% of the parcels, which is about 44% of the money. This time last year, we had 34% of the parcels and 28% of the money. A lot of that's because of one of our big payers pays early this year. So on December 10th, we processed $168 million worth of payments on that day. Wow. That's 13 days earlier what they paid last year, and the interest on that alone is $2,800 that we used.
That's probably everybody stuff's here tonight. 728.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's in that again more than.
So is your name is on that envelope and it was just there?
Probably so, that's what I'm guessing, that's what I'm gonna change.
That's what I'm taking. Okay.
I see okay then?
We had our first case of COVID guy, Jeff White, so he's home. So we're hoping it doesn't, because he was around last week with the other client service guys, we're hoping we don't lose a bunch of bodies here, availability for the booths.
And we'll see your body's hell, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But other than that, we're in great shape.
All the wiring, you gonna look okay, everything good to go?
We've got all the client service guys have moved over there. They're sitting on folding tables right now, but they're over in the new building, helping, testing, doing all the things to help us move.
Sherry.
We're presenting our team member of the year award today. We're gonna do it after this meeting, so we have social distancing, you can be present, so thank you for doing that.
I'll stick around, it's team member of the year.
Yay.
Awesome. That's great.
I just want to say that HR is splitting the days, and that seems to be going well. So if you have any trouble getting any services or getting a hold of us, let us know, but we have half staff in the office one day, and then the virtual, half the other staff is virtual, so we're just rotating days, but we have someone in the office every day, and it seems to be working.
So you working Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Oh,
Eric?
She's available every day.
I just want to share a feel-good story with you all because of anonymous donations last week. Our deputies were able to provide a Christmas to some families that they identified needed some help. On Friday, Sheriff and I were able to go up and find a couple of teachers at Collinsville, a couple at Berry Hill, and a family of 7 in Midtown who needed some help, and present them with $100 gift cards. Wasn't much, but it was a nice treat to see that we were there to do some good instead of all the bad that we're involved in a lot of the times. So it was fun to see the reaction.
love that.
Yeah, just want to echo my appreciation as well for the CARES Committee, Mike Craddock, Terry Fothergill, Michael Willis, and Terry Simonson, Commissioner Peters. It's been a long haul. Thank goodness it's over because we don't have to worry about that. Other than the auditing this.
Yeah.
But we've done such a stellar job. That should be, that's a drop in the bucket.
Oh, like next year, since you're the chairman, it's a little more.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have you on speed dial.
Hi, Terry.
So very deep in the 3,000-page text, according to the Washington Post, is that they're gonna extend the deadline. So we're not done.
Oh, we have more done, we ain't got the money.
Yeah, we don't have the money.
Yeah.
You do and you don't.
Well, okay, there might be some residuals on
So you
utilities.
just approved that number one item you just approved today.
Yeah.
That CARES money that you don't have yet more than 10 days, you now have a year,
So
10 days.
we'll meet every Monday after this meeting and.
We're never meeting.
But no, as echoed, I mean, it reached a lot of families that needed food, that needed business assistance to keep their lights on and, there's never enough, but, I truly believe that it made an impact on businesses that needed it, and the employees associated with those businesses. So, job well done and, we all agreed mostly on all the initiatives. There's never enough money to go around, but every sector that we want needed help, but we were there for most of it. And I want to thank Commissioner Peters for his most festive tie award.
And yes,
Dapper?
Yeah.
it's always down.
That's right.
I think you all are so strategic too, in that 45 million small business. It stopped the domino effect, which meant that all the people employed by the small business then were food insecure. They needed utility help, they needed housing. So that 45 million was pretty strategic.
It would have been a lot worse if you hadn't done any of that.
Just a couple of things for, what?
If I could interrupt real quick, one of the unsung heroes of our committee meeting was Aaron Weedman from our.
Yes.
Came on a couple months after we started the processes, and he helped keep us on track and keep the numbers in check, and has the spreadsheet of all spreadsheets back there in his office with everything. So anyway, if you get a chance, I'll pass along your applause to him next time I talk to him in a few minutes. But he does a great job and is still doing so.
So it came a little late, so you're in trouble transcribing Jerry's notes on.
Well, that took about 3
Constantly.
weeks of his time to
Oh,
get
that
that
was the
all
idea.
through.
I can't-
Once he was on track, it was all good.
Yeah. Once he was.
Wikipedia is the most.
That, Expo Square, we got the shootouts coming up December 31st and 1st. It runs actually through January 4th. Then the holiday circuit and the Oklahoma Gun Show are also coming back. I wanted to mention the Chili Bowl is coming up, and Emmett Pond will not make money on this event this year. He hopes to break even. He is doing this to help hoteliers and all the people who make money off of this Chili Bowl. But with 25% of capacity coming in the door, he will not make money. He knows that, but he decided to go ahead and do it anyway. So, just so you know. That,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Keith,
Yes.
Peter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pardon?